Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka, I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 6 of the year 2025. So this is a very important week, as you all know, that Jupiter, after 4 months, is going to be getting direct in the Taurus sign. And this definitely is a very beautiful phenomena which is happening, because now you will be coming out of the issues which you are dealing with, like finances, relationship, speech, dental, or eyesight related issues. If you are having digestive issues, even then you're going to be feeling better with this Jupiter turning direct. You must also see during the weeklies how Moon is forming a connection with all the grahas. So this week, Moon is going to be transiting through 4 zodiac signs to start with, in Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and then Gemini lastly. So I'll be sharing my insights and showing you what exactly are the Moon's position and how it is interacting with other grahas. Also, these are all general predictions, and please do change the time as per your time zone so that you get to know about the Moon's position accordingly. If you are towards the east from India, because I'm making east from India, I'm making the making the base and using these positions. So if you are towards the east from India, you have to plus or add those many hours, and then if you are towards the west, you have to deduct, or we can just go in the minus. So you will be behind India time. So these are all pretty important transits this week. Whatever is happening, like Venus is also forming a connection, that is, it's coming out of the Paap Kartari, and it's going to be conjunct Moon also this week to start with. So when Venus is coming out of the Paap Kartari on the 3rd of February, so definitely Venus is also gaining strength now. Because it was between Rahu and Saturn, so was not able to give the kind of results you were expecting with Venus in the Pisces sign. So in relationship, in your interactions with the foreigners or in the foreign lands, if you were having issues and troubles, now you will be feeling better with Jupiter also getting direct. And Ketu is also going to be getting the aspect from this Jupiter. So if you have been in isolation, you have been just not been able to interact or communicate, or have been self-critical, so you're going to be feeling better in that area as well. And we do have Saraswati Puja on the 2nd, that is Vasant Panchami. So this is the time when you will be out of sluggishness, you will be out of the laziness. And this is also very positive for the astrologers also, and for the students especially. If you are a student ever learning, so definitely worship Lord Saraswati, Goddess Saraswati, during this day. And just propitiate her just by, keeping your books, your whatever, you actually worship, like you use in day-to-day life. So you should actually keep them underneath in your altar, or in the feet of Goddess Saraswati. You will see that, your everything gets activated. All right. So these are what the highlights are this week. And we must also see how Mars is forming an connection with Sun, and Saturn is also going to be in trine exact degrees. Mars is going to be looking one by one at Sun and Mercury also this week at the exact degrees. So you must actually look into the communication factor very, very carefully when you're conveying something or interactive with others. You can be a little aggressive this week, so be careful about that. So let's start and dive deep into the planetary positions this week. First of all, how the Moon is going to be transiting through the zodiac signs. So if you can just, courtesy sake, let me know whether I'm audible or not. That'll be really great. And if you want to comment anything, please do comment. If you want to ask anything, please do write towards the end of the video. And if you want to remark on anything, you can do it during the session also, because I know there will be a couple of people who will be joining in for sure, and they'll be ready to comment, negative comments or whatever you call it, trolling and all, whatever, in the day-to-day language. Nowadays, it's different, right? So do subscribe the channel and do hit the like and bell notification buttons also. So moon is going to be in Pisces sign on the 3rd of February. It's going to be conjunct Venus and Rahu, Aries 4th, 5th Feb, and that's going to be aspected by Saturn. And then Taurus 6th to 7th Feb, conjunct Jupiter, trying to Sun, Mercury, and Ketu. So this is a very important transit because it's going to be forming a connection with Jupiter, which is going to be direct this time. So definitely a very positive time period, 6th to 7th. If you have to make any major decisions, do it on this day. These 2 days are very, very auspicious. Then 8th to the 9th, it's going to be conjunct Mars, and that's happening on the 8th, 9th Feb in Gemini sign, and it's going to be trying to Saturn. We do have Vasant Panchami on the 2nd, and this is the time when people worship goddess Saraswati to get enlightened on the 2nd of Feb. And this is the time when you actually enlighten with knowledge and to get rid of lethargy, sluggishness, and ignorance. This ritual of initiating education to children is known as Akshara Abhyasam or Vidya Arambham or Prasanna. In many places, it's called Prasanna also. And this is also Abhuja. Abhuja is, many astrologers consider this day as an auspicious day to start good work. According to the belief, whole Vasant Panchami day is auspicious to perform Saraswati Puja. Okay, so you can all perform a little bit of ritual by keeping your books, your ledgers, or whatever, your laptop, etc., whatever you are doing, whatever you are into. Just, if you're into tech, if you're into music, art, science, anything, just keep something related to your subject in your altar, on your in your temple, in your place of worship, and just keep it there, so that it is going to mark a start of a new learning and knowledge. Okay, so this is what is going to be. And we do have, let me just share with you what exactly are the planetary positions this week. If you can see, the planetary positions are, first of all, Jupiter is turning direct and Venus is coming out of the Rahu and Saturn. Earlier it was here in between Rahu and Saturn. Now the female counterparts are going to gain a lot of strength also. If at all they have been trolled, now they'll be better off, for example. Also, we have Mars looking at the 2 planets, that is Sun at 24 degrees, 25 degrees. And then we do have Mercury is also forming a connection with Mars because Mars is looking at the same degrees. So this is how it is going to be. I think I'll just see if it is working this way. 3rd to the 9th. 1 second. Let me just check the transit position. Why Mercury is at this 2025. 1 second. It has to be, okay, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. If you can see, Mercury is retrograde. And yes, can you see 24 degrees, 28 minutes? So it's almost like the exact degrees Mars is aspecting Sun on the 7th. And then it is going to be in trine to Saturn also on the 9th and is going to be aspecting exact degrees Mercury also. Can you see? On the 8th. And on the 9th, we have Mars and Saturn at the exact degrees in trine. So cutting the whole story short, that this definitely is going to bring about some major changes for the people who are into communications job, who are at the authority, government related jobs, and also technology related jobs. They are going to be doing really well. And if you are into management, etc., teaching, etc., Jupiter's direct motion is also going to be very positive for you guys. Okay, so this is what is the week looking like. And let's start with the readings for all signs. And as you all know, I do the readings as per the ascendant, moon sign, and also I check the Dasha sign because that is something which is very important as to how the situation right now is. I've made a short video on the same. Please do check and you will get to know what exactly is happening. Okay. And I wish you all a very happy Vasant Panchami and Saraswati Puja. For Aries natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd houses. So in the 12th house, you might just be traveling. Can be that you're going to be quite self-contemplative. You are going to be quite self-introspective also to start with on the 3rd. And then Venus and Rahu are also there. So maybe on the female counterparts, you'll be spending some money, or maybe, some gifts you're going to be buying for your partner. And this is also the time period when you're going to be traveling for work, and maybe something to do with your higher learning, higher education. Maybe you're going to be thinking about purchasing a vehicle or property in the foreign land, because fourth lord is going to be in the 12th house. So away from your place of birth or place where you are, you're going to be buying or purchasing something. So this is a very positive time period if you have to save money also, rather than going on the expenditure part, on the spending spree. Moon will be in your first house. So this is like new beginnings, thinking about your personality growth, how you can improvise on yourself, seriousness, because Saturn is looking here. So now you will have a very serious approach towards doing things. And also this is about a general structure of life. You're planning everything. You can be very emotional also, but this definitely gives you or the doors opening for you, and some definitely good things coming your way, because here it is going to be hemmed between Venus and Jupiter. So this is like a very Shubha Kartari yoga which is forming. So very good for finances, very good for your own upkeep, your own looks. You might just be going in for some surgical process, maybe cosmetic surgery, etc., because Jupiter is turning direct, also being the ruler of your ninth. Bhagya Lord is by your side, and there's an exchange between Jupiter and Venus. So good for financial growth also when Moon is in your first and the second and the third houses this week. So when Moon is going to be in this in your second house, 6th to the 7th, this is a very good time for financial growth. Maybe you're going to be buying some jewelry or some worldly possessions, you're going to be attaining, and you'll be discussing something very intellectually, with your family members, discussing things about growth and how you can be better off in the future financially. So you're planning everything really well. And this is a very good time period for your siblings, also for your siblings going overseas and settling there, and for your children also. For the student natives, it's a very good time period, especially from the 4th to the 9th, if they have to travel, if they have to, join a course or any kind of diploma or anything to do with their subjects, they have to pick and choose to worship goddess Saraswati on the 2nd of Feb. This is a very auspicious time period, if you want to start something new. And then lastly, Moon will be in your 3rd house, very interactive time period. Mental inclination is going to be very high, and you're going to be making some bold decisions because Mars is also there. Authoritative decisions, your valor, your prowess, your courage is going to be exponentially growing, and your correspondence and your confidence is going to be really enhanced. You're going to be communicating what you want to, but don't pick up any kind of argument on the 8th and the 9th. Not that great to get involved in any kind of stupid conversations and lose your temper. It's not worth it. And litigation, etc., you might just be getting involved into that, or road rage. So just avoid and drive safely, because Mars is looking at Ketu in the 6th house. You're gymming, and you can meet with some sprain or something, some short, small accident. So just be careful about that also. When you're lifting your weights, etc., when you're working out, or when you're doing some brisk walk or something, you can twist your foot or something like that. Maybe your pet, has some health problems, so you have to take the pet to the vet. So that is something. And of course, very positive time for starting something new this week, because Sun and Mars are forming a connection. Mercury is also. So anything to do with your communication, for investments, this is a very positive week. And Venus is also in exchange, so definitely very positive. And Jupiter is looking at Ketu. So this is a very positive time to start anything related to your any kind of PR visa, or anything to do with your enhancement of your work, etc., business, etc. Also new startup if you want to. This is a good time period. And any kind of health issues your partner or your your business partner, life partner, or anyone you're close to is facing, now you will see that improvement in that person also. Okay, just be careful about your conversation skills this week. Just work on it. Maybe you lose your temper and then you regret later. That is something you have to be cautious about. Don't just sue anybody unnecessarily. Don't take any loans, and don't get involved in any litigation. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses. So this is a very beautiful start when moon is in your 11th house, and Venus is also out of Paap Kartari, that is Saturn and Rahu. It was in between. Now it's out of it. So Venus is gaining strength. Your Lagnesh is gaining strength. When Lagnesh gains strength, your relationship with others starts improving automatically. Your relationship with your siblings, with your older siblings, with your partner, life partner, or your romantic partner, things improve. Your finances improve because there's a exchange between Venus. You're going to be meeting some good friends of yours, old friends of yours, and you're going to be discussing some finances. Innovative discussions are going to take place. Some new ideas are going to be taking place, and you'll be just putting them forward. Whatever you're going through, whatever you have in mind, okay, let's do this. Let's explore something. I hope there's no lag. I'm so sorry about this because, I'm at a place where the signal issues is, happening again and again. Now with moon transiting through your 12th house, this is the house of expenditures. So you might just be going in for some expenditure on the gadgets. Maybe you're going to be meeting some people and throwing party and, just spending a lot of money. Also, there is a possibility of going overseas, traveling overseas, or connecting with the overseas people also quite likely. And expenditure on female counterparts, something which, or somebody who's in the hospital you're going to be visiting. You yourself are not well, so you're in that isolation zone. You're just self-contemplative. You're just thinking about what all happened during this whole 27 days cycle when moon was in the 12 houses. Now it's the last house. So you're going to be thinking about your future, you're planning, or maybe there's a presentation to present. So you're working on that. So whenever you're in isolation, only then you're just, cutting off from the world, and it's the 12th house energy playing out. 12th house is the loss of self. Loss of self means that you are away from your general, environment, you're in. So this is something which will take you away from people, away from maybe you're not able to spend time with yourself also. Sometimes you need that alone time, but you're working so much, you're not able to. You're looking after someone, you're not able to. And that's from the 4th to the 5th of Feb. And here it is going to be aspected by Saturn also. So Saturn being the 10th Lord, so maybe you're going to be traveling overseas for work, or you're going to be signing some agreements overseas. So you're meeting some delegates, etc., investors, etc., from the overseas places. Your siblings are going to be traveling overseas for studies, maybe. Then 6th to the 7th, this moon is going to be in your first house, conjunct Jupiter and trying to Sun, Mercury, and Ketu. So this is a very beautiful time period. It's called a Gaja Kesari Yoga, temporary yoga, which forms in the sky, which is good for your health, general well-being, a connection with others. You might just be thinking about your personality, honor, dignity, growth, intelligence, knowledge. You're going to be thinking about all of that and communication with others about your general structure of life. So this is like a beginning of the cycle. So you're just thinking about all of that. So this is a very beautiful time period, especially from the 6th to the 7th. Make the best use of it. We do have Saraswati Puja also. So keep your books, keep your, your laptop or anything, just keep it in your altar where you worship God. So wherever, what kind of, whatever religion you follow, you just have to, just surrender, or we can just start something new, study, learning process. It's a Saraswati Puja after all. So it's good if you can just connect with Goddess Saraswati on this day, worship, and also recite some mantras. And then lastly, moon is going to be with Mars in your Gemini sign on the 8th and the 9th, and it's going to be in trine to Saturn also. And this is a time period when you will be making some important decisions regards to your finances. And second house is about your money matters, your profit, your gains, your powers, your resources, your family, your also, your speech, your dental issues if you are experiencing, because Mars is there. So this is something which will give you some inclination to think about all these areas, or maybe you're going to be connecting with your family, or you can just lose your temper. Some argument can happen also. So just watch out, and maybe with your siblings, you're having some issues to deal with. Okay. Now, Jupiter is going to be looking at Ketu in your 5th house. So this is good for the students, for children. This is a good time period if you want to go and study overseas, if you're a student yourself. So this is a very positive time period if you want to make any decisions regards to your education, your servitude attitude also. Ketu is service. Ketu is also about getting into the depth and detail of everything. And if you want to just make a triangle, outside your house, red color triangle, if you are facing any issues regards to Ketu, if you are in the Dasha of Ketu also. Okay. So this is something which is going to help you. And we have Saraswati Puja, as I said. Mars is going to be exactly looking at Sun and Mercury also. So just be watchful when you're traveling, when you have to make decisions to purchase property, etc., sign any agreements. Just read the documents very carefully. Okay. Don't be in impulse. Don't drive also impulsively or rashly. Okay. Be mindful. Stay calm when you're driving. Okay. Do not get involved in any kind of litigation, etc., because Venus, your 6th lord, is in Rahu Ketu axis also. So not a right time to make decisions regards to your litigation, loans, etc. Okay. Be careful about the female counterparts at the workplace also. Maybe they are conspiring against you, or there is some inimical relationship or jealousy that you can experience also. Coming to the next one, that is okay. That is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 10th, 11th, 12th, 1st houses. And on the 3rd, it's going to be conjunct Venus and Rahu. Venus is out of the Paap Kartari, that is hem between malefics. It was in between Rahu and Saturn. Now, on the 3rd, it's coming out of it. So this is a beautiful, beautiful time when Venus is conjunct Rahu, is conjunct Moon in the Kendra. It exalts there. So definitely very positive for the ones who are looking for a potential partner, for financial growth. On the 3rd, you can make decisions regards to your work, any kind of issues that you have been facing in completion of the task. You can do it now. Regards to your children, change of job, if you're planning to go overseas, this is a beautiful time because there's an exchange between Venus and Jupiter also, not to forget. So this is a very positive time period for the ones who have been going through a stagnancy in their work, in their money making. So now they're going to be getting that kickstart also. And 4th, 5th Moon is going to be in your 11th house aspected by Saturn. So make and pick and choose your friends very wisely. Maybe you're going to be involved in some kind of work or anything to do with the influential people if you have to connect with. So this is the time you will get to know those kinds of people better. Okay, these people are going to help me, these people aren't. So Sun and Mercury are also in your 8th house. So this is the time you have to be careful about your position. Save it, do not get into any kind of controversy. 8th house is a house of controversy, scandals. And also Mercury is a planet which gives you doubt. So maybe, you're suspicious, or maybe you're going to be signing some documents and then later you regret, why did I do it? So you will get that authority, you will get that job, but then Lagnesh is after all in the 8th house. It is not considered to be bad, but still Mars is also going to be looking here. So it can bring in controversy, scandals, irritability. You can lose your temper. So argumentative, all that can happen. So just be careful about all these things and you're good to go. And your bhagya is by your side, luck is by your side. So traveling is good for you. Connecting with the foreigners, foreign lands is good this week, definitely is positive for you for that reason also, especially on the 6th and the 7th, when Moon is going to be in your 12th house. So this is a time when you will be excuse me, you will be connecting more with your, with those people who are going to be helping you out, in the overseas places. Maybe you're going to be traveling, you're going to be contemplating on your expenditures. Oh, I must save money now. Somebody is in the hospital you're looking after. You're connecting with some NGO. You're going to be more charitable during this time, as it is the Jupiter and Moon conjunction in your 12th house. Overseas connectivity is definitely going to pay off. Connection with some university, overseas, or maybe somewhere in the NGO, charitable institute, you can connect with. But don't go get carried away in emotions, and maybe old age home you can connect with and you can donate there. So that is something which will help you and mentally, and it'll give you a lot of peace. You can spend on books because Moon and Jupiter are in your 12th house, and Moon is exalted here. So expenditure on books will be saving you from any kind of health issues if you are experiencing. Moon will be in your first house, and it's conjunct Mars, and that's happening on the 8th and the 9th February. And we have in trine to this Mars, Saturn also. This is the time period when you will be having some kind of argument, but this is also going to be giving you personality. You're going to be working on yourself. And now the cycle has begun. So you are focused on growth. You're thinking about how you can be more communicative with people, how you can be interactive, how you can maybe, do some kind of conferences or presentations, and also you're going to be very imaginative during this time. Also, this is the time when you will be working through the general structure of life, how you can be proceeding further on, how the 27 days ahead of you are going to be. With Mars and Moon conjunction, this is a Lakshmi yoga also, it's a Chandra Mangal yoga. So this is definitely very positive for the ones who are looking for avenues, opening for you guys, because 11th Lord is in the first house also, and second Lord and 11th Lord, when they conjunct in the first house, you're going to be very energetic, and your the drive is there to make money out of money also. A lot of hard work is required though. And you have to be mindful also. Don't lose your control. You can lose out, and then you will be definitely having some issues in your relationships also. If you have to make decisions regards to your purchase of property overseas, this is a very good week for that. And if you have to travel, you can do that as well. Just be careful about being suspicious and all. That is not going to help you. Good for student natives, good for childbirth also. This definitely is going to trigger some major important changes in your life right now. All right. So this is a very important week. Just worship Goddess Saraswati this week. We do have Vasant Panchami. I wish you all a very happy Vasant Panchami, everyone. On the 2nd, we do celebrate this day. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. On the 3rd of February, it's going to be conjunct Rahu and Venus is out of the Paap Kartari because it was between Rahu and Saturn till now, and now it has moved further on. So it's a beautiful time period for you guys, because 11th Lord was hemmed between malefics. So it has been giving you highs and lows in your finances, in your relationship. Luck was not favoring you. You felt that nothing is working your way. Now things are going to move in the positive direction. You can be interactive. You can communicate with your bosses and seniors and work through your role. Maybe, they're not assigning you what you're looking for, and now you will get it because Venus is out. When Venus, 11th Lord, fulfillment of desires was hemmed between the malefics. It was not getting there, where you wanted to. So now things are going to be in your favor, especially if you are in the Dasha of Venus or Jupiter, especially. Then Moon moves into your 10th house on the 4th and the 5th. And this is also a very positive time period. In the 10th house, this is the time when you will get that honor, dignity, if you're looking for any kind of assignments to finish, or maybe you're meeting with the delegates or the seniors or bosses and co-workers. This is going to give you that success status. Or maybe, you're working through that also. And definitely it is going to trigger all of that. Saturn is also looking here. So you'll be very seriously working, maybe long hours. There's a lot of workload, or there are many meetings that you have to attend. So you're pretty busy on the 4th and the 5th, because it's Saturn also aspecting 7th and the 8th Lord when is aspecting. So there can be sudden highs and lows also, maybe work-wise, you're meeting some people, discussing something, some clashes happen also, sometimes you don't actually match up with the wavelength of others. So that kind of a thing. But you are going to be having a very serious approach towards your work. You're thinking about growth, honor, dignity, public esteem, name, fame. You're discussing all of that. Okay, give me this role, give me this promotion, give me this salary. All that you can discuss on this day, and this is definitely going to be giving you that what you are discussing. And luck is also by your side, and so the fulfillment of desire also happens when Moon is in the 11th house especially, and that happens on the 6th and the 7th. Beautiful time period on the 6th and the 7th especially. If you want to convey anything to your seniors and bosses, this is going to be in your favor. This is going to be giving you more of the relevance. Maybe, you're going to be connecting with your community and society, or the people that you want to discuss things with seriously. and you will learn more, educate more, upskill yourself. This is the time when you will be doing all of that. And maybe, you're going to be recovering from your illness if you have been experiencing, because from the sixth house, Jupiter is posited in the six places away from itself on the 11th house, and moon is there. So mentally, if you have been experiencing some issues, now is the time you will come out of those issues also. You'll feel better also. And then moon is going to be lastly in your 12th house. 12th house is the house of expenditure. Maybe you'll buy Lord is in the 11th house, in your 12th house. So maybe, it can be that you're connecting with people overseas more. You're working for an MNC and you have meetings lined up in the overseas places. And 12th house is also, the house of isolation. Maybe you're working through your a project or something. There's a presentation and you're spending hours on that. Or maybe you have to draft something, it's very important, some documents, etc. So this is the time. This is a good time period for PR, visa, etc. also, if you want to go ahead, because Jupiter is also going to be looking at Ketu in the third house. So very positive. The agreement part is definitely going to be in your favor. Mars is also exactly looking at the same degree, Sun and Mercury this week. So 7th, 8th, 9th are very important days for that also. So this is the time when you will get that authority. You will discuss the future regards to your finances also. Business partnership is going to flourish. You're going to be more communicative with your partner. The partner can be very positive about whatever he or she is doing in their work also. They will get some good news as well. All right. So this is a good week. Happy Saraswati Puja to everyone. That is Vasant Panchami on the 2nd. Enjoy your day. Worship goddess Lakshmi and goddess Saraswati, sorry, Lakshmi as it is one must. But yes, worship goddess Saraswati and start taking initiative to complete your undone tasks. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this week, moon is going to be transiting your 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. On the 3rd of Feb, moon is going to be in your 8th house. And your 10th Lord Venus is also in the 8th house, forming a connection with Jupiter, which is your 8th Lord also. So there's an exchange between Venus and Jupiter. Now, when moon is on the 3rd in your 8th house, now this is the time period you might just be making some important decisions regards to your work. Sudden loss, sudden gains. Maybe you will be on that high and low kind of hot and cold kind of a mood. There is a mood swing that you're going to be experiencing. A lot of mood swings are happening at the workplace. Maybe, the authorities are not paying attention to what you're doing, not getting that kind of attention and success and that kind of success or status that you're looking for. So you're feeling a little uneasy because of that. Rahu is in your 8th house. It does so. So don't give up. Things are going to improve and definitely in your way, towards your way, towards your direction that you're looking for. So think out of the box. Just don't look for easy outlets and just don't think that everything is going to be served on the platter. So you need to have a focus. You have to think out of the box, do something unconventional, find a way out to whatever the problem you're going through yourself, because nobody else is going to help you right now, because your Bhagya Lord is retrograde, remember. And Jupiter is the ruler of your 5th and your 8th Lord. So it will definitely be good for the student natives. If you want to change your job, you want to quit the job and change your job, this might be a week when you will get that, opening that you're looking for. This is also 4th to 5th. Moon is going to be in your 9th house and is going to be aspected by Saturn. So this is going to give some highs and lows in relationship. Maybe you're traveling, you have some issues in travels, but definitely very positive for enhancing your skills. Maybe you'll be working on yourself seriously, how you can be better off. Your partner is becoming a little indifferent or detached, or maybe you're separated, forced separation, because 6th and the 7th Lord is in the 7th house. And when moon is in your 9th house, this is the time when you will experience some issues, or you can have some verbal confrontation with your partner also. Take care of your father's health on the 4th and the 5th. Take the blessings of the guru, because Jupiter is getting direct. So maybe connect with your seniors and bosses and discuss everything openly rather than, just sulking and brooding. It's better that you communicate rather than just, thinking that or presuming that, oh, this is not going to work. Okay. Discuss. That's something which is going to help you. Then on the 6th and the 7th, moon is going to be in your Kendra, that is in your 10th house, in the 10th house, conjunct Jupiter, trying to Sun, Mercury, and Ketu also. Now, 10th house is the house of honor, dignity, public esteem, name, and fame. Jupiter is there already. Prestige, honor will be maintained after a lot of struggle, but you will get it. Because 8th Lord was retrograde and there's an exchange also between Venus and... So good for travels, good for marketing people, communication, finance. This is definitely very positive for those who are into teaching. And the ones who are maybe in law, who are lawyers. Okay. Not liars, but lawyers. Okay. So very thin line. So that is why I said so. Just take it light. So this is something which is going to be a very positive time period for the ones who are studying, change of job if you're looking for, or future prospects overseas, traveling overseas. This is going to trigger all of that. As it is, in your Scorpio sign, there is a Rahu and Saturn also, forming a connectivity, though Jupiter is also turning direct. So it's very positive for the ones who are going overseas. This might just trigger and open doors for the ones who are maybe, from state to state or interstate, or maybe, city to city, if you want to shift out or you want to leave your place and change your residence. Anything can trigger right now. Good for student natives, good for childbirth also. If you are having any issues regards to your loans, litigation, etc., it's going to be in your favor. Verdict is going to be in your favor for sure. Okay, so make the best use of these this transit position in the 11th house when moon transits on the 8th and the 9th. This is also very positive for you. Luck is going to enhance you overseas. Travels will be fruitful. With your siblings, you will have a harmonious relationship. You'll figure that out how you can discuss finances. Okay, let's grow together. So you're going to be discussing all of that. Expenditures, of course, are rising because your Ketu is in the 2nd house. Once Jupiter turns direct, that is also going to minimize. So for sure, a very beautiful week for you to start with. It can give you some, highs and lows, but yeah, later on it'll start settling. And also, I must tell you that there is Vasant Panchami on the 2nd. So worship goddess Saraswati. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this week, moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. So 7th house is the house of a union of earthly ties, of course, and legal bondage, partner, legally tied to someone, partner in business, conjugal life, maybe, some kind of break-in agreement or agreement, as we say, foreign countries. Maybe you're traveling. Venus is out of the Paap Kartari, that is, it was hemmed between Venus, Rahu, and Saturn. Now Venus is also in dignity. So when Venus and moon are forming a connection, it is very positive time period for making money out of money. It's good for finances. It's going to give you that upliftment because 2nd and the 11th Lord, fulfillment of desires is going to take place. Maybe you're going to be meeting your potential partner. Maybe you're going to be investing in your business, current business, because on the 3rd, Venus is Ucha and moon is the ruler of your 11th house. This is definitely a very positive start of the week. And then moon moves into your 8th house, Chandrashtama. And when moon is in the 8th house, it's going to be aspected by Saturn also from the 6th house. And 6th Lord is aspecting. That means you have to take care of your health. 8th house means it is going to give you some issues in your relationship also. 11th Lord is in the 8th house, so you have to be cautious about your relationship with your friends. Friends might just be doing really well in their work, or they are busy overworking. Or maybe they will come up and tell you that, oh, we got promoted. So that kind of a thing. But you yourself are not having that kind of good feeling about it, or maybe you're not feeling up to it. You can't go for enjoying or partying and you're feeling a little unwell, digestive issue. Maybe you've eaten out and you want to give some rest to your tummy. So just don't make any hasty decisions on this day. Some impulsive decisions can come up and you will regret. Chandrashtama is a very uneasy kind of a mindset. You're thinking about your past, you're thinking and brooding about what didn't happen, what happened. So your regrets and remorse, comes up when moon is in the 8th house, and that's happening on the 4th and the 5th. Just lie low. Just don't make any major decisions, because 8th lord is also in the 10th house. So at the workplace, maybe somebody got what you deserved, that position that you deserved. So you might just feel a little uneasy because of that also. And good for the student natives. This day is very good for the student natives, or the ones who are into travel business or something to do with finances. If you are into finance business, so this is a good time period. You might just come up with some ideas, how you can make money out of money on this day. That can also happen, because it's good for research mindset, no? So maybe you will get into the depth and the detail, and you get that, you crack that. Okay, I can do this way. Okay. Then on the 6th, 7th Feb, this moon is going to be conjunct Jupiter in the 9th house, and is going to be in trine to Sun, Mercury, and Ketu. So it's very positive for the ones who are looking for some breakthroughs now, because Jupiter is turning direct here, and there's an exchange between Venus and Jupiter also. You might just come across your guru. Maybe you're going to be taking a dip in the holy river, and it is good for connecting with your guru that you're looking for. Enhance your knowledge in the 9th house. It's the house of faith, wisdom, divine worship. Worship goddess Saraswati. We have Vasant Panchami also this week. So this is a very positive time. See, on the very day we do not just do it on the very day, when the festival is, it actually has the energies henceforth also. So you can worship, keep worshiping after Vasant Panchami, the Saraswati Puja is over. Then also you can do it, henceforth, maybe next day, next to next day also. So this is a very positive time period for charity. Connect with your father, guru. Fourth-sightedness. You're going to be thinking about your future, how you can plan your finances, your job, your children, your health. You're working through that. Your relationships, how you can improvise in your relationship. That is something you're going to be thinking about when moon is going to be in your 9th house. 9th house is what? 9th house is your luck. And I've already done a video, how you can upgrade yourself and how you can quit your karma this life. If you do it, do the 9th house activation. So your 9th lord is Venus. So you must actually, look good, always dress up well, and enhance your luck that way. And you can also work through your finances, your speech, help others, okay? Heal others through your speech. As it is, Virgo is the sign of healing, no? So if you will be soft-spoken on this day, especially, when moon is in your Taurus sign on the 6th and the 7th, it will really quit your karma. You will be really doing better in your finances, in your relationships. All right. Lastly, moon is going to be in your Kendra with Mars. Mars is retrograde, being the 8th lord retrograde. It's good. It's good for you. When there's a Chandramangal yoga, it is definitely very positive for the ones who are looking for a breakthrough at the workplace. It might just give you that honor, dignity, prestige, and you will be very, very aggressive in your work. You're going to be finishing off your tasks this week. So it's a beautiful time period, especially after the 4th till the 9th. It's a beautiful time. So utilize this time period for enhancing and upgrading yourself. Connect with your authorities, connect with the government officials. If you have any tasks to do, so just finish it, complete it. Maybe with your siblings, you'll be connecting and you'll be discussing your finances, your future role, how you're going to be in your business relationship. Maybe you have a business relationship with your siblings. Bosses might change also, can happen. Good for the student natives. They will be at the authority, at the power. New relationship can trigger as well this week. So if you want to start a new relationship, do it on the 6th and the 7th. Definitely very positive. Conception-wise also, it's a very beautiful time period. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. Okay. So for Libra natives, this week, moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. 6th house transit, when moon is going to be conjunct Rahu and Venus. Now, this is the time period when Venus is in dignity, because Venus is out of the Papa Kartari. So you're going to be looking after your health very well. You're going to be looking after your subordinates. You're connecting with them because the 10th Lord is also in the 6th house. It's in the 9 places away. So you're going to be conversing with them. You might just become a guru to them. You might just teach them. Think out of the box how you can clear your problems that you're dealing with, how you can be a better person, and also how you can have that kind of intuition, foresightedness as regards to your health, your work, your relationship with your siblings. Okay. And also with your uncles and aunts, you should take their help. Maybe somebody's over and you're going to be discussing some financials. Okay. Because the Lagnesh is also in your 6th house, forming an exchange with the 8th house. So take care of your health. Maybe if you are having any health issues, you'll be able to come out of it. You'll be getting better. Also, there is a possibility of you traveling on the 4th and the 5th. If you have to make any travel plans, do it on this day. This is a good time period to start a new business. This is also a good time period to come out of any kind of litigation, loans, etc. Also, you will be saving money now. And this is also the time period when you will actually be looking after your partner, or partner becomes very nurturing kinds. You will meet those kinds of people who are going to be helping you out. If you're stuck somewhere, you meet those people. Maybe you're going to be dressing up on this day, wearing new clothes. Okay. And 7th Lord is retrograde. So maybe some unconventional partner from somewhere else, overseas place, or out of your community. You might just come across. Okay. And also, this is the time period when you will be communicating a lot with the people who are going to be helping you out, maybe guru-like people, especially towards the 6th and the 7th. This is the time you'll be getting too much into the depth and detail of everything, nitty-gritties, because, at the workplace, you have to finish up the task, you have targets. You are that research-oriented mindset. So you're going to be really doing well in your finances. You're working through your finances, but it also gives you some kind of highs and lows or some issues to deal with at the, on the home front. Maybe, this is the time when you will be having some issues to deal with your partner. Conjugal bliss is missing. Or it gives you too much of sexual desires because there's an exchange between Jupiter and Venus also. So you have that lust for money, for finances, for growth. That lust is there. Okay, when Venus and Jupiter, Moon are together, especially. You definitely grow, but the money that you get also goes faster. So you need to actually conserve. You need to really save. And don't get carried away if you're gaining too much, So what happens when you gain, the way you gain, the exit is even faster. So that is something you have to protect your family, your speech, you don't be argumentative. Help your people, connect with your family, save money for them, or give them the money. Okay. Lastly, Moon is going to be with Mars. Mars is your 7th Lord, and it is going to trigger some relationship, marriage, partnership. You might just connect with those kinds of people who are going to be helping you out if you're stuck somewhere. Okay. You're thinking about growth. You're thinking about wisdom. You're thinking about your charitable you. You're communicative. You're traveling. You're moving to learn more. You're acquiring knowledge, upskilling yourself. All that can happen, Maybe you're learning some art, music. Maybe you're a stand-up comedian. So you're preparing something. Okay. So that kind of a thing happens. See, this is definitely a week when, it's a mixed bag for you. You need to take care of your health also. You need to take care of your finances also. And you have to keep your mind in center also. Because there is a very, very strong probability that you will be defocused. So that is something you have to be careful about. And that I am very, very fond of Libras, and I really hate telling them anything negative. But for everyone though, this is something that it's a word of caution. Okay. Worship Goddess Saraswati this week. We have Vasant Panchami on the 2nd. Worship, take her blessings. Okay. So that, we all have, wisdom. We all are reasonable. Okay. That is what is Saraswati Puja about. Initiate something new. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, I hope there is no lag. I'm through, I'm clear. Thank you everyone for your wishes. Very happy Vasant Panchami to you all. Okay, so for Scorpio natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. 5th house transit is about children. This is the house of entertainment, amusement, sports, romance, competitive activities, lottery, gambling, speculative income, love affairs. It's about mantra siddhi also. See, Venus is out of the Papa Kartari, not to forget. 7th Lord and 12th Lord is out of Papa Kartari. So it's a very positive time period if you want to connect with children. If you want to do something in regards to creativity, you want to be more artistic, that artistic bent of mind, or maybe you want to start a romance. This is definitely a very positive time period to do the mantra siddhi. So when Moon is on the 3rd in your 5th house, this is a very beautiful transit. Your Bhagya Lord is going to be with your 7th Lord. So connect with the person who is going to be helping you out if you are stuck somewhere. Connect with those organizations who are connected to children, orphans. This will help you. Be more creative. Follow that kind of, follow your heart. If you have left some, musical instrument from a long time, you have not picked it up and now you want to, you can. This is the week when you should actually follow your heart. Get into that hobby, just pick that hobby up again. Follow it, pursue it. Plant saplings. That will also help you because Mars is in your 8th house. Lagnesh is in the 8th house. Connect to the Prithvi, the Bhu element. Okay. So plant saplings, seeds. Okay. So that it grows into sapling and then tree. So then Moon is in your 6th house on the 4th and the 5th. Now, this is the time period when you will be thinking about your health more. You are into that healing now. Healing energies enhance when Moon is in the 6th house. You're very nurturing kinds. It can also be a break in agreement. This is the time you can start new agreement also. Don't be jealous of anyone, just lie low. And lie low as in like, not lie low, but don't feel that, don't be self-critical. What happens, when we are jealous of someone, we are actually, we are troubling ourselves because, we are comparing. I'm not good. When you are jealous, what happens? What's the feeling basically? Oh, she's doing so well. Oh, he's doing so well. I'm not. So you are in a way abusing yourself. So don't do that. You are too good. Think like that. You're too good for yourself. Don't compare with others. The moment you start comparing, that is the end. So just think that everything is beautiful for me. My life is set. Everything is nice. So think good things about yourself. Change your vocabulary. Change your vocabulary in your head first. Okay. Don't use the negative terms. You will definitely come out of those negativities. Okay. And heal yourself. That healing process is required now, high time, because Jupiter is also getting direct and Jupiter is your 5th Lord, Purva Punya. So that means you have to connect with those kinds of people who are going to be quitting your karma from the past life also during this time, with Jupiter in the Kendra also. So connect with people who are going to uplift you. So learn and get inspired from those people, no? Instead of feeling bad about yourself and your situation. Then Moon is going to be in your 7th house. Beautiful time period to travel, connect with your partner, connect with your business relation, start a new business, progeny, conception. Maybe, you conceive on this time. And also this is going to be triggering some new people coming into your life also, which is a very positive time period. Some kind of litigation you have been going through, you might just get that verdict. Okay. So this way, it is a very positive time for the ones who are looking for any kind of foreign travels, reputation, wearing new clothes and partying, that way it is good. Your Bhagya is by your side, especially on the 6th and the 7th. Moon is exalted here. Jupiter is there as well. 2nd Lord is in your 7th house. So it's very positive for the ones who are solo. You will meet the potential partner during this time. If you do, just propose that person and just get settled, I would say. Okay, don't prolong. Then Moon is going to be in your 8th house on the 8th and the 9th. This is good for the ones who are looking for the research-oriented jobs, or they are into getting involved in something to do with the behind the scenes, maybe, under the cover, whatever things you are doing, maybe fear of the unknown, maybe you're working on that. Okay, I can come out of it. Mars is there, no? So that fear, you're going to be coming out from that fear when Moon and Mars are together in your 8th house. Lagnesh is in the 8th house in retrogression. So it's very, very balancing kind of a state in case you're thinking about any misery, misfortune. Oh, I've not had any good time. I've not been going through good period and all that, negativity again. You can experience when Moon and Mars are together in the 8th house. So see, come what may, your Bhagya Lord and your Lagnesh is in the 8th house. So you need to be more charitable. You need to understand that after defeat, after loss comes the success. So go slow. There can be some scandal you can get involved in. So take the help of your guru, family, father-like figures, mentors. They'll help you out. If you have been experiencing some issues in your health, you must change the doctor and nurture yourself. Don't abuse yourself. Don't be self-critical. All right? You're too communicative in your head and you're thinking about all the negatives. So that is something which you have to change. All right? So any kind of journeys, travels, luck enhancement, you will be getting it during this week, in between, especially on the 6th and the 7th. We have Saraswati Puja, worship goddess Saraswati, take her blessings. Mercury and Sun are well positioned. So it's very good for short journeys, PR, visa, etc. If you want to get it done, you will be able to. You have that courage now. Use that. If you want to sell off your property, you can do that as well during this week. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. And don't be lazy, Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. In the 4th house, this is the house which is the house of mother, nurturing you. This is also about domestic environment. Who are looking for a change of house, the ones who are looking for purchasing a property or vehicles, etc. So this week is definitely with a good start on the 3rd of February if you want to go for any of these. If you want to be at home, you want to connect with your people, with the female counterparts, especially at home. So this is a very positive time. In case you're looking for a change of residence, you can do that. Any contract signing, you can do that as well. Ancestral property, if you're thinking of reconciling with your people. This is also a good time period to start your academic education, maybe overseas. You're changing your line of education, maybe. So all that you can do. Venus is exalted in forming a connection with Jupiter by having a parivartana. So this is definitely very positive for the ones who are looking for coming out of the litigations, loans, debts, disease, any kind of health issues. Because Venus is the Sanjeevani Karaka, no? It's Marana Karaka. He had the Sanjeevani Vidya. So he knows how to revive the dead, immortal. So you will definitely be coming out of the health issues if you have been experiencing till now. So this is something which is going to be giving you all the encouragement this week, and you will be maybe working from home. You will come up with some ideas and you will be negotiating on your work at your workplace, also with your bosses and seniors maybe. Yes, I want to do this. You're going to be signing the contracts, etc. also. Then Moon is going to be in your 5th house. And that's happening from the 4th to the 5th. Okay. And it's going to be aspected by Saturn. So you're going to be seriously thinking about the current relationship you're in. It might just be bringing about some relationship, triggering relationship, but not a superficial relationship. Maybe from the past, because Mars is the ruler of your 5th house, is retrograde. So it might just bring in that partner from the past. So this might just be triggering all those. And this is a very good time period to make decisions regards to your finances also seriously now. You will be making some wise decisions also regards to your business. Okay. You're going to be very creative. You can have some coldness in your relationship physically. Okay. Then Moon moves into your 6th house, and that's happening in the Taurus sign on the 6th and the 7th. It's going to be conjunct Jupiter and trine to Sun and Mercury. Pay off your loans and debts now. any kind of litigation, any kind of loans that you have taken, now you'll be able to repay. You're going to be working out. You're going to be worried about your health, and now you're going to be doing something on the ground level seriously. So if you want to start a fitness regime, you can do that. If you want to communicate something which you have not been able to, your uncle, aunts, etc., you can do that. You want to get into any kind of break-in agreement and starting a new venture, you can do that as well by the end of the week, especially when Moon and Mars are together on the 8th and the 9th in your 7th house. So this is the time when you can propose the person you're dating. You can maybe get married, or maybe you're going to be traveling with your partner also. And this might just bring about some agreement signing also. Maybe you're purchasing property. You're thinking about growth. You're thinking about finances. Maybe childbirth, can happen. Wearing new clothes, buying new things, gadgets, etc. So you can do that. Saturn is there in your 3rd house. So maybe, your siblings are going overseas with Mars also retrograde. So siblings are going overseas. You're going to be very serious in your communication. You're getting that into the teaching zone more. Okay. Guiding others. So that'll help you also. Worship Goddess Saraswati during this week, and you're good to go. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. 3rd house is the house of mental inclination. It is the house of your ability, your intellect, your courage, your firmness. How I can do this, that spirit. Short distance journeys. It's the house of travel. It's ruled by Mercury, after also communication. So now Venus is also out of the Paap Kartari. So Venus is in dignity. So you can be getting that promotion now at the workplace. Maybe you're going to be thinking about childbirth. You're thinking about growth, or the student natives are really going to be doing well. If they are sitting for some exams or competition or something, they're going to be getting that success. Anything to do with your siblings, your connection with your siblings, neighbors, etc., is going to improve. If you're waiting for a job or you're waiting for a job change, now you're going to be getting into that also. On the 3rd February, it's a good day to dispose of your property. Also, Moon is going to be in your Kendra on the 4th house, in the 4th house on the 5th and the 4th and the 5th, aspected by Saturn. So 4th house is the house of mother's health. You have to take care. It is also about your private affairs. Maybe something comes into limelight, or maybe you're going to be hiding some things, or maybe you're going to be covering something in the house. Maybe, there is some leakage or something, you're going to be getting it repaired. Some renovation is going on. You're going to be signing some agreements and documents related to your house or your vehicle, or you're going to be taking your car to the garage. Okay. 2nd house is money matters, and Saturn is there. So you're very concerned about your savings. Suddenly you are thinking about all of that. Mars is retrograde. 4th Lord is retrograde. So maybe your purchasing of property might just be a disputed one. You have to do the whole process again. You're getting very jittery about things because Mars is looking at your 1st house also, and Sun and Mercury are there. So you're communicating, but you're very, very aggressive. Suddenly you've become very aggressive, egoistical. I don't want to talk to this person. What does he think about himself? Or what does she think about herself? That kind of a feeling you're getting with Mars looking here. It's a very superficial kind of a thought process. But for sure, it is going to be giving you that success now in your ventures, because 7th Lord is forming a connection with Jupiter and Venus this week. So you can start a new business. You can start some overseas journeys. If you want to sign contracts, you can do it. If you want to go in for progeny, childbirth, any kind of surgical process, that is going to be successful. Litigation is not. Maybe you are already involved in it and you're not getting that verdict you are expecting this week. It's not going to happen, especially on the 8th and the 9th. No. If there is a date that you are, waiting for, that's not going to happen on the 8th and the 9th. It might just be a reversal rather. 6th and 7th are very good dates for pursuing your hobby, connecting with your partner, relationship-wise. It's a very good time period to go in for some recreational activities, entertainment, going for a movie, taking your partner out, reconciling with your ex-partner. All that can happen. Children are going to be doing well. Students are going to be really flourishing if they are having any kind of issues after Jupiter turns direct. Okay. Jupiter is a very important graha. Remember, it's an optimistic and a positive graha. So anything to do with positivity, we have to have a good Jupiter and a Venus. And Venus is also in dignity. Jupiter is also in dignity. Venus is your Yoga Graha, so definitely very positive for overall success and growth. Okay, enjoy. Saraswati Mata, you must pray, must worship, and say that wisdom should prevail, always, to one and all. Good for student natives, especially this week when it's Vasant Panchami on the 2nd. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses. 2nd house is the house of money matters, and it is about your fortune, it's about your profit, gain, your resources, your family, your shared resources, also security. So when Rahu is there, there is lack of security. When Moon and Rahu are conjunct, there's always a fear of unknown. Venus, thankfully, is there and forming a exchange with Jupiter. So this is definitely very positive exchange, and Venus is out of the Paap Kartari also. So the restraints that you were feeling, the constraints that you were feeling in finances, now it's going to flourish. Now it's going to get better. That kickstart is going to be there. You're going to be starting some new venture. You're going to be starting to connect with the authorities now. You're going to be communicative. If you have been having issues at the workplace, now it's going to be getting a little better. You're going to be getting that relief there. Okay. In your finances, expenditures were increasing. Now it is going to plug. You're going to be making money now, savings now. If at all you are having some health issues, now it's going to get better also with Jupiter looking at your 8th house. Don't forget, this is definitely very positive with Venus also till May. It's going to be looking here. So definitely very positive time period for you, I would say. If you have been experiencing some real highs and lows, now it's going to be highs only that you'll be experiencing with Jupiter in the Kendra, Saturn in the Kendra also. There's an exchange between the Yoga Graha, don't forget that. So it is going to be enhancement of your finances, luck enhancement. Your family is going to be supportive of you. Health is going to be good. So just say thank you. This is Vasant Panchami time, that we're heading to on the 2nd. So enjoy, worship, worship, on the 2nd Feb. Yeah, we have Vasant Panchami on the 2nd Feb. When I'm making this video, it's the 1st. So you must actually, take care of your relationships, save the relationships rather than just running after the materials, because you have a Taurus sign in your 4th house. You have to have connection with the family rather than the finances more. You have to be more nurturing kinds, okay? Because your 4th house is the house of mother, is a house where, you connect with your family, your domestic environment. So you have to be homey kinds. The more you are connected with your people, the better things get, okay? Relationships, you must enhance your relationship to enhance your luck, balance, okay? And Moon is going to be in your 5th house on the 8th and the 9th. So this is the time period when you will connect with your children. Children require the attention of yours. Or if you are a student native, you will be really working very hard on these 2 days to attain that success. Extra effort. Go all out and put your effort, and you definitely are good to go. And then lastly, Moon is going to be in your 5th house, and there is a Mars looking at Sun and Mercury also at the exact degrees, and Saturn and Mars in exact trine also this week. So definitely very positive for relationship, overseas connections. Maybe you're going to be traveling overseas for work, expenditure on the gadgets, or maybe your bosses and seniors are asking you to travel overseas for work. Okay. So you're going to be doing really well or connecting with the foreigners and delegates overseas, quite likely. Overseas means that it's not just overseas, like confined to overseas, but it could be city to city or state to state or short journeys or, connection or online connectivity also we can see, because Mercury is there in the 12th house of yours. Okay. All right. Coming to the last one, that is Pisces. I hope you are going to be writing in the comment section if something happened and something didn't. Okay, so for Pisces native, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses. Now the cycle has just begun. On the third, you're feeling quite energetic. Venus exalts in your first house and is forming an exchange with the Lagna Lord, that is Jupiter. So you are going to be very courageous about, or the mental inclination is towards going to the positive energies, attaining the positivity, doing things your way. You're going to be understanding people better. You're going to be very nurturing kinds. You're starting, to work on your personality now. Don't just be self-centric, because Rahu is there. Rahu is like unknown fears, so you are very insecure. So you're thinking about yourself all the time, when Rahu is in the first house. But Venus is there. Venus is out of the Papa Kartari. So you're gaining that strength also, your Venus is gaining that strength. So you will definitely be thinking about growth, general structure of life, how you can be better, how you can be more communicative, how you can gain strength to be more imaginative also, being more creative also. Connection with the people is going to help you. Short journeys are going to be very fruitful. And then Moon is going to be in the second house on the 4th and the 5th, and is going to be aspected by Saturn from the 12th. So for you guys, you are going to be working on your finances really very seriously now. How I can save money, how I can connect with those people who are going to be helping me out. This is something which is going to be giving you that kind of strength also. Very serious approach. You're going to be connecting with your family, maybe, after a long time. You're traveling long distance and coming to meet your family. People are coming to India, for Mahakumbh. So it could be that time period when you're traveling and you're here, in in that space. So you're enjoying this. And also, this is a very positive time period for making money out of money also, because 11th Lord is looking at Moon, which is your 5th Lord. So good for your children, for student natives, for your romance, see, Saturn is not a romantic planet, it's a cold planet, but it will give you a serious relationship. Somebody was saying that, Sun and Saturn in the 5th house will give entertainment. Yes, it will. Entertainment also, which is very, very, serious. Like, you're getting involved in a musical instrument, so much deeply, you're learning it. So that is entertaining as well as you're learning it, in a very spiritual manner. So that is something which is the 5th house energy. Sun is what? Sun is Bhoga. Sun is the king. That is why he's been allocated the 5th house energy. And Sun is the one, who's the Karaka for entertainment. When Sun and Saturn are together, you really enjoy the best of the authorities. Remember, Saturn is masses. So this is something which is going to be giving you that connection. And 3rd house will give you that mental inclination to make money out of money also, that intellect to learn more, that desire, the hunger to learn more. Jupiter and Moon are there in the 2nd house. You're going to be working on your finances. You're communicating with those kinds of people who are going to be helping you out in your finances. Correspondence, writings, contracts. Maybe you're going to be really signing those agreements now. And this is also a good time period for coming out of any kind of throat infections if you have had in the past. Okay. Then lastly, Moon is going to be in your 4th house on the 8th and the 9th. Now, this is the time you're going to be working through your property matters. You're going to be signing some contracts regards to your vehicle. Maybe you're going to be buying, purchasing, selling, or of your real estate. You're going to be really doing well there. Connecting with your motherland, property, ancestral property, hidden treasure. It's the house of hidden treasure. So maybe you will understand yourself. When you are in isolation, what do? You're too private to yourself, and that treasure inside, you get to know. Unless you know your own potential, you spend long time, you will not know how you prepare for a presentation. Suppose you're working on something in isolation, or you have to go for some teaching lecture or something. You prepare, isn't it? So when you're preparing, what happens? You get that in-depth jnana, in-depth knowledge. That is the 4th house, the core house, the peace. That is why it's the house of peace. So when Moon and Mars are together, that peace, that knowledge gets into you. And that is where, you're going to be more self-introspective also. You actually, work on your mental setup during that time, because you are in that environment which gives you that peace, that home. Okay. So this might be the time when you will be working on your mental setup. Maybe you will connect with your siblings, maybe with your friends, childhood friends. So throw a party and connect with them. From the fifth house of romance, and 12th house, which is 12th from itself, is the loss of self, of the relationship or romance or lust, and then it ends. So you satiate physically and then it's over. Maybe that happens, but you're going to be very emotional because it's going to be entering the fifth house also. So that is something which is going to be the key to your onward journey, I would say. Just contemplate on things that can give you better results in the future. Don't confine to the immediate future. Think about the future, long-term goals. Okay. So this is a very good time period. If you can plant a tree, very positive. It will give you very good results. Happy Vasant Panchami, and do worship Goddess Saraswati. I bless you all, and I wish you all the luck and knowledge. Everybody should work on their mental setup during this time. Enhance yourself, upgrade yourself. Okay. And Goddess Saraswati has all the blessings for all of us. Okay. Take care, everyone. Stay blessed.